Have you ever wondered why the keyboard is arranged in the way that we see it today? The Qwerty keyboard is the most standard typewriting arrangement that we see in most English-speaking countries. Let's find out why. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Joseph Leyan, and today's video we're going to be talking about the Qwerty keyboard layout and why we're still using the same arrangement that has been used in over 100 years, and is there an alternative that we can use that's much better, more efficient and quicker? Let's find out. If we were to grab a keyboard and hold it up, you can see an example Qwerty here. The top letters. Christopher Latham Scholes was an American inventor that invented the Qwerty keyboard. It is considered very much so the father of the Qwerty keyboard. He received a patent for the Qwerty arrangement in 1874, and they first went into production in that same year. Qwerty keyboard was made so that the keys would stop hitting each other while they were trying to print the letters or to dab the letters on the paper. Separating certain letters on the keyboard actually reduced jamming on the typewriter itself, and it just made it more efficiently for the people who were using it. As technology advanced and we moved from the typewriting age to more of the computing age, the typewriter format was literally just kind of ported over and copied to what the computers normally would be. The people who are working on typewriters are used to seeing the letters in this arrangement, so they thought, hey, why not just arrange it the same way on the computer? The reasons behind why it was arranged that way in the first place were never really thought of when they were using the computer in the first place. Qwerty is everywhere. It's on your phone, it's on your tablet, it's on your laptop, it's on your computer. It's literally everywhere, and it's not exactly the fastest way to type. It's just the most common that we've kind of grown up using, and we never really thought about it. And that's something really interesting, because as it turns out, there are more efficient arrangements on the keyboard that we can use. There's two main ones that I've been researching. The first one is the Dvorak keyboard, and the second is Colemak. Now, personally, when I looked into either of those two, Colemak is the one that stood out the most efficient for me. If we take a look at the Qwerty keyboard layout, you can see on the left here, the arrangement of mostly the consonants are on the top row, and you've got a few vowels here with A, S, D, F, G, H, and J, K, L on here. Using this keyboard, your fingers tend to move a lot more. There's a lot of finger movement to try and reach the E, the R here, or the B, the N, and the O, and the P up here, the I, O. So this isn't as efficient. There's definitely a better alternative. Colemak keyboard is a fairly modern alternative to the Qwerty and Dvorak layouts, designed mostly for efficient and ergonomic touch, typing in English. Learning Colemak is a one-time investment. I think personally is a good choice, and it will allow you to enjoy faster and pain-free typing for the rest of your life. And this is from Colemak.com. Have a look at the difference in the keyboard layout here compared to the Qwerty. It's a minimal shift. The ARST is what they've done is they've put most of the most common vowels on the middle row where your fingers actually sit at. So there's minimal movement in terms of your fingers. So the ARST, DH, and NEIO. So most of the other ones are in the same places. The M is in the same place, Z is the same place, Q is in the same place. I believe W is in the same place as well for Qwerty, if that was there. And the question mark, the full stop, the space bar, the shift, most of the keys are where you'd expect them to be if you're coming from Qwerty keyboard. Okay, so I know you're wondering, well, how do I do this? I want to get started with Colemak and see how it goes. The best advice I can give you is to start with heading over to keybr. Keybr is a really nice, easy, free website that you can be able to practice any keyboard that you come on. So if you go to keybr, and this is the main page, it shows you a keyboard layout on the front here. And if you head over to settings, you can come to keyboard layout here, and you should be able to pick out your language, and you can pick out which keyboard. For this instance, it's the US Colemak here, and it should say ARSTDH. And when you click done, and that's it. Now, one of the other things that you can do with the settings, if you come over to the lessons tab, is you can be able to decide how many letters you want to see, and just how many words as well you want to. Essentially, it's to increase the difficulty. If you're on beginner mode or advanced mode, you can go to guided lessons and you can add letters, and it just makes it a lot, it makes the letters a lot more. And as you get better and better at using Colemak, you'll be able to increase this and go from there. So I'll show you an example for me. So I'll just leave it, just for example, somewhere in the middle, somewhere there, and click done at the bottom here, and let's get started. Okay, so well, that was weird. The red shows you the mistakes that you make. I'm trying to concentrate on both speaking and doing this, so forgive me if I go quiet for a second. As you can see, it gives you an accuracy score at the top here. So for me, that showed a 90, which is down. I've done this previously, and it can be said sometimes when I'm trying to record these videos, I do get a little bit self-conscious that I'm trying to match this, and I've noticed when I'm doing that, my speed tends to go down when I'm recording, but you can still see an accuracy of 90%. And I've been using Colemak for just about a little about two and a half months. Now I want to show you an example the difference is, because for me, when I switched to Colemak keyboard, it was one day I changed everything: my phone, my laptop, any device that I'm using. I switched the keyboard to the Colemak, and I want to show you an example. I had to use it for everything, my work, and I used keybr to practice about half an hour in the first 2 weeks, but eventually, because I was using it every day, I noticed there's a difference between me typing. And I want to open this note somewhere here and just show you an example. Today is a really good day, and I believe I can be better than I was yesterday. As you can see, like when I'm typing just from my head, if I'm trying to construct a sentence or respond to an email and I'm writing it down, and when I'm doing this, I'm not looking down at the keyboard, I'm actually just looking at the screen, and I can be able to very easily just continue typing it. And you can see the difference when I'm doing this on my own, and the difference between keybr. And I think my brain is still kind of learning that process to switch to not actively thinking about which key I'm typing in, the same way you type on your phone. I think I'm gonna leave it there, and check it out. I'll put links for where you can download the Colemak and how you can switch it out, and hopefully it's gonna be good for you. I think it's well worth learning. Do I think that I will ever go back to Qwerty? No, I don't think I will ever go back to Qwerty. Colemak has just been a more efficient way for me to use the keyboard. So if you're inspired with that and this video helps you out, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next one.